bok.org.kr Bank of Korea Central Bank Digital Currency CBDC. In all countries, central bank issued currency is the basic means of payment and settlement for economic agents, including individuals, firms, and financial institutions. Central banks are responsible for using the central bank money to maintain the safety and efficiency of the payment and settlement systems. Recently, the rapid digitalization of the economy has led to a growing demand for a digital form of public currency. This demand is evident in the private sector, where new payment instruments such as stablecoins have been developed and are already widely used in certain sectors. In addition, international forums such as the Financial Stability Board, FSB, and the Bank for International Settlements, BIS, have been discussing the potential uses and implications of central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, for cross-border payments and other financial applications. As a result, many central banks are considering issuing CBDCs as a way to meet this demand and adapt to changing technological and economic conditions. The Bank of Korea (BOK) has not yet decided whether or not to issue a CBDC. However, developing CBDC is a complex process that involves a lot of planning and coordination among various stakeholders such as government agencies, financial institutions, and technology companies. It typically takes several years to prepare for the launch of CBDC. To this end, the BOK is conducting a series of research and experiments on possible forms and designs of CBDC. More information on these efforts can be found on the following link. Joseon.com Bank of Korea to launch a CBDC pilot for real-world payments. Project Kangang, South Korea to begin central bank issued digital currency experiment in April with 100,000 participants. Updated 2025, March 19. The Bank of Korea will launch a pilot program to test its central bank digital currency CBDC in real-world transactions forum from April to June, the central bank said on March 18. The pilot, named Project Hangang, will involve 100,000 participants who can convert their bank deposits into digital tokens. CBDC is a digital currency issued and regulated by a central bank, unlike virtual currencies that operate on decentralized networks. The 3-month trial aims to evaluate the feasibility of digital currency backed by the central bank. Q1. What will change for users? Participants in the pilot will make payments by scanning a QR code, similar to existing mobile payment platforms, but instead of drawing from a traditional bank balance, payments will be processed through deposit token of digital currency based on CBDC issued by the BOK. Deposit tokens are converted from cash in a user's bank account, similar to a debit card, deducting funds directly from the account. For most participants, the experience will closely resemble existing mobile payment services like Kakao Pay or online card transactions. Q2. Why is the BOK conducting CBDC trials? As the use of physical cash Banknotes and coins continues to decline and digital transactions become the norm. Central banks around the world are exploring ways to modernize fiat currency. China and several European countries are advancing CBDC initiatives, while the BOK began CBDC research in August 2021. Since April last year, the BOK has also been involved in the project Agora, a project led by the Bank for International Settlements to explore how tokenization can enhance wholesale cross-border payments. The project is public-private collaboration involving the Institute of International Finance and 7 central banks, including the Bank of France, Bank of Japan, Bank of Korea, Bank of Mexico, Swiss National Bank, Bank of England, and the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. Q3. Are these spending limits? Individual participants will have a deposit token limit of 1 million won, $689, with a total spending cap of 5 million won. Users can convert their bank deposits into deposit tokens multiple times within this limit. Employees at participating banks have been testing the system ahead of broader rollout, and the BOK has indicated that restrictions could be lifted if the pilot proves successful. The first trial will run for 3 months, from early April to June 30, and a second round of testing is planned for the fourth quarter of this year, from October to December. Q4. Which institutions are participating? 7 banks, including KB국민, 신한하나, 우리, NH농협, IBK, and BNK Busan, are taking part in Project Hangang. Participants must have an account with one of these banks. The pilot will also involve a mix of online and brick-and-mortar retailers that will accept payments in deposit tokens, such as Hyundai Home Shopping, Dangyo, Mood House, 7-Eleven, Hanaro Mart, Kyobo Bookstore, and Edia. Q5. What's next for CBDCs in South Korea? The BOK is exploring additional applications using CBDCs, including voucher-based payments tied to government subsidies. One of the key advantages of central banking issued digital currency is its programmability, which allows for the setting of specific conditions on payments. For instance, government subsidies such as child care support could be distributed as deposit vouchers with transaction limits to approved vendors, ensuring the funds are used for their intended purpose. The BOK is working with local governments, including Seoul and Busan, to test these applications. 한국 CBDC 글로벌 디지털 기축통화로 가는 기회. 한국경제. 한경.com 더 라이프 이스트 글로벌 스테이블 코인으로 라이프 이스트 글로벌 스테이블 코인으로 대한민국의 미래를 열어갈 담대한 비전. 지금 대한민국은 역사적인 기회를 맞이하고 있습니다. 바로 한국은행의 중앙은행 디지털 화폐 발행 논의를 적극적으로 추진하여 세계 디지털 금융질서의 판도를 뒤흔들 잠재력을 가진 글로벌 스테이블 코인으로 육성해야 할 때입니다. 이미 한국은행은 CBDC 실험 발행을 위해 기술적 준비를 꾸준히 진행해왔고 올해 4월 1일부터 일반 국민을 대상으로 테스트를 진행 중입니다. 오는 6월 30일까지 프로젝트 한강이라는 이름으로 진행되는데 일반 국민이 10만 명 규모로 참여하는 대규모 실험입니다. 이제 머뭇거릴 시간이 없습니다. 만약 대한민국 CBDC가 국제사회의 신뢰를 얻고 글로벌 스테이블 코인으로 널리 활용된다면 이는 곧 대한민국이 디지털 기축통화의 지위를 확보하는 역사적인 순간을 맞이하게 될 것입니다. 꿈도 야무지시구만. 블라블라.